Good morning, first grade. Today we're going to be measuring using centimeters. Now we've already been measuring with inches and y'all have totally been rocking it, so I know that you guys are going to rock this as well. So, centimeters. If this is my ruler, you have two sides. Okay, you have two sides to your ruler. I have the one that's got the smaller unit of measure and then I've got the larger unit of measure. One side, which is the larger unit of measurement, is my inches side, which is what we've been using. Then on the other side of my ruler, I have cm, and cm stands for centimeters. And the smaller unit of measurement is my centimeters side. Now, if I'm using this ruler, I start with the 0 point. Remember, we talked about measuring with the 0 point. My 0 point on this ruler is at the very beginning, so I would start it at the beginning. So if I was going to measure this pen, I would start it at the beginning to measure. So this pen is how many centimeters? Sorry, 14 centimeters because it ends at the 14. So I got to start at the 0. Go there. But tomorrow you have an IXL, and their ruler, as like several other rulers, has the 0 point starting not at the beginning of the ruler, but right here instead. Okay, so in that case, if I was measuring the stick, I would make sure the beginning of the stick starts at the 0 point, still starts at the 0 point, but this 0 point is just in a little different place. It's not at the beginning of the ruler. And how many centimeters is that? It goes until the what? That's right, the 7. So this stick is 7 centimeters long. All right, and then the nail. So remember, we got to start at the 0 point. Start at the 0 point. Okay, and it is how many? That's right, 10 centimeters long. Okay, so that's what you have for tomorrow, okay? I'm going to be checking those. I'm going to be logging in and checking those to make sure you've done those. Okay, now, but for today, you have the sheet that looks like this. Okay, and you're going to be measuring, and you have a ruler on your math folders. You have a centimeter side, and you have a inches side. Okay, so make sure you're using the centimeter side. Remember, centimeters can say the word centimeters like this. Centimeters, or it could be a cm for centimeters. That's the abbreviation. So we're measuring these line segments. Make sure when you're measuring, you start at the 0 point. Okay, make sure you start at the 0 point. Okay, this one goes all the way until what number? All the way to the 13. So this line segment is 13 centimeters long. Okay, sometimes you will see it written like this. I'm going to say or 13 cm, because remember, cm stands for centimeters. Okay, but you don't have to write this part here. You just got to fill in right here. I just want to show you that there are other ways to represent 13 centimeters. All right, I'm going to measure a couple more, and then you're going to do the last 3 on your own. So I'm going to do 3 with you, and then you're going to do 3 by yourself, okay? Let's do the next one. Starting at the 0 point. Okay, so it's at the 0, and it goes all the way till 7 centimeters. So I put 7 centimeters right there. Okay. All right, I have one more that I'm going to do. I'm going to start at the 0 point. I'm going to go all the way. So it goes all the way to what? It's not quite at the 15, but it's really, really, really close. So I'm just going to put 15. Just give me the closest one. Okay, it may not be exactly on that line, but give me the closest one that it is. Okay, so that is about 15 centimeters long. Okay, so now you have 3 more to do. This one's sideways, but it's still a line segment. I want you to go in and I want you to measure those for me. Okay, then we have the sheet, and we're going to do it together. Okay, the first thing is my line segment. It wants to be 6 centimeters long. So I got to take my ruler, use the centimeter side, put the dot at the 0 point, and I need to go all the way to the 6, which is here. Okay, draw my centimeter line. There we go. I'll draw all the way to the 6. Now I'm going to put my name on it. And today's date. Today is April 28th. There's only 30 days in April, so we only have 2 more days left in the month of April. Do you know what month comes after April? Let's see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. So what came after April? That's right, May. So Friday will be May 1st. All right, but today is still April, and today is only Tuesday. So we're going to put Tuesday right here. And then today's the 28th, so I need 28 tallies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. So I kind of went on the top there to give me more space. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 tally marks. All right, let's look at number 1. It says, write the number 108 on the place value chart. So we got to write the number 108. So 1, 0 tens, 8 1, so 108. And I need to circle the ones place. So this is my ones, tens, hundreds. So here's my ones place. How many ones do I have? 8. I have 8 ones in that number. All right, looking at number 2, it said Amy had 6 dimes and 2 pennies. So she had 6 dimes, 2 pennies. Her sister gave her 3 more dimes. Draw the coins. So first I need to draw 6 dimes. So I'm going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to label them with the letter D so that I know those are the dimes. Okay, so I have 6 dimes. And I need 2 pennies. 1, 2. So put a P in those for pennies. And then her sister gave her 3 more dimes. So I need to add 3 more dimes. I'm going to put a line there to separate. 1, 2, 3 more dimes. So I'm going to write a D in those as well. So I have 6 dimes, the 2 pennies that she started with, and then I added 3 more dimes. All right. Now, how many dimes does Amy have now? Did I ask anything about the pennies? No, I didn't. So I'm not counting the pennies at all. So I'm going to pretend that those are not there. So how many dimes did I start with? I started with how many? I started with 6. Okay, and then I added 3 more. So 6 plus 3 more is what? So 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 dimes. We're not counting the penny because it didn't ask about the pennies. So 9 dimes. But what I do want to know is how much money does she have altogether? So when it says altogether, I am including the pennies here. Okay, so now I'm going to count. I'm going to start with the dimes, and then I'm going to count with my pennies. So counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92. So 92 cents here. It's a lot. She's almost got $1. Because remember, 100 cents equals $1. Okay, so she is only 8 cents away from having $1. All right, number 3. It says circle the shapes divided into fourths using an orange crayon. So I have an orange crayon. Yay! So using an orange crayon, I'm going to circle the ones that are into fourths, that are divided into fourths. Looking at this shape, it has how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's in fourths, and they're equal parts, so that's good. This one is in 2 parts, so they're called halves, so not that one. This one's in 1, 2, 3 parts, so it's thirds. You know what? It kind of looks like a cube when it's done like that, doesn't it? All right, and this one ends in 2 parts, so it's halves also. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's got fourths. I can circle that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one's got fourths. So I can circle that. And remember, they have to be equal parts, and those are equal parts, so I can circle those. Now the instruction says to color one of those fourths of each of the ones that I shaded. So I've got to color in one of every one of those fourths, and it doesn't say specifically which one it has to be, so you don't have to color in the same one that I did. And if you don't have an orange crayon, you can absolutely use a pencil. Okay, you don't have to have the orange. Okay, all right, number 4, I'm measuring some line segments here. Okay, so I'm taking but look what I've done. That's the inches side. Can't use that. I'm asking for centimeters. So to use my centimeter side, putting it at the beginning, and this one is how many centimeters long? Sorry, 6 centimeters long, so I'm going to put that there. That one's 6. Then I'm going to start this one, and that one goes all the way to the 11 centimeters. Okay. Now, number 5, it says draw lines to show how to divide the squares into fourths in 2 different ways. So I can't do it the same way. So I'm going to do the first one like this. Now you don't have to do the same ways that I do. And mine doesn't look like equal parts because I didn't do a really good job of dividing it there, but there we go. All right, and then I'm going to divide this one this way. Okay, now there are other ways you can go up and down with it as well. All right, and then the bottom, and well, I'm not done with that one, sorry. It says color 2 of those fourths of the square. So I got to color 2 of the fourths of every one of them. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, now the bottom. I'm going up by 10. Remember, when I go up by 10, the ones place stays the same, so I still have 4 ones. I'm going up by 10, so going 1 and 1 more is 2. So 14, 24. Okay, my ones place stays the same, so my ones is still 2. Just my tens is changing here. So 6 and 1 more is, that's right, 7, so 72. Okay, my ones stay the same, so I still have a 6. Just my tens are changing. 3 and 1 more is 4. All right, and then the last one, I am adding my add-ins together to get the sum. It's 3 add-ins. I have 2 plus 5 is what? Is 7. So I'm going to cross that out and make it a 7. And then 7 plus 8 is, well, this is your double plus 1 because 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15. So that's 15. It's one of your doubles plus 1 facts. All right, and then the next one, 4 plus 3 is also 7. And then 7 plus 7 is your doubles, which you should know those real quickly, is 14. Okay, so you don't have much that you have to do on your own today. Okay, I need you to finish measuring those 3 line segments. Okay, and then tomorrow you're going to do the back of this as well as your IXL. Okay. All right, you guys have a great day. Love you guys.